Hello guys and welcome to the channel. I'm Marv. This is Readings by Marvelous Madame TAURUS. This is going to be your weekly energy reading, carrying you through the energy of October 1st through the 8th for the beautiful sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hello Aries. Everything you need is below in the description box below for you and your collective this week. It probably was rough, I could tell you that. Monday, Tuesday was probably a little jacked up. Wednesday through Friday got a little bit better. This week is going to end with us on October 8th, the way I end my weeks, because my weeks go from Sunday to Sunday. So when we end on Sunday, we're going to end with Venus and Virgo. We're going to talk more about Venus and Virgo and its effects on you next week. But what I will say is Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are an Aries, Sun, and Rising, this Virgo energy is going to be in your 6th house. Now, one of the things that I want to point out, and that's why I may bring commentary about this Venus and Virgo, is because it starts out squaring, and then it ends trining, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not going to feel the same for the entire time that Venus is in Virgo. The first couple of weeks, though, you definitely are going to feel it because it's going to be one of those things where it just seems unreal for you, especially if you're working in, obviously, it's your 6th house, health and service. So we'll go more into that video. I think that it's worth talking about because it's going to be there for a month. Couple of announcements, and I'm sorry that this is an announcement heavy week. I'll make it really, really quick. If you go and click the link to book in any of the old videos, the link has been moved. So if you go on Acuity Scheduling or the www.marvelousmadame.me or something, whatever it was, let's put it like this. If you go and you book and you see that there's nothing showing, that's the wrong scheduler. I just recently transitioned. I'm not leaving Acuity Scheduling, although you guys don't care. I'm just telling you that it's now Google. So all of the current videos moving forward, and I believe my full moon in Aries video has the link. You should not have to worry about that because moving forward, everything will be linked correctly. But I'm not going to go back retro and change all of those because that's going to be way too many. It's 60 videos a month. Like, no, I'm not doing that. So I just want to take the time to say that. If you text me, which this happens, and you say, hey, I want a reading, I actually rearrange my schedule and send you a payment link with the product that you're buying, and we go from there. That's been happening. A couple of people have hit me up, and nothing has come from that. I'm sorry. You cannot waste my time and do that. Book online, www.marvelousmadame.com. Hit the 3 dots or the 3 buttons. Actually, I think it's 3 lines, 3 turquoise lines. That's going to open up the menu. Click book my reading and go from there because I can't have people waking me up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. You don't know what time frame I'm on. Like, you just assume that I live where you live and you waste my time asking me to do something and then you don't carry through. Not doing it. So no offense, but I'm just not doing it. Also, those of you who have been asking me about the wax melt Spa Vibes. Spa Vibes is a scent that I offer. I didn't even realize that it wasn't on the site. A client purchased a candle in every one of the signature collection, which there's 10, and noticed that the wax melts were not up there. So I apologize for that. We are done with our announcements. That wax melt does exist. It's just that I realized that the picture disappeared. Maybe it got accidentally deleted. So I will put that back up there. Okay, Aries. Remember, every signature collection, every signature scent has a corresponding, there we go. Thank you. Has a corresponding room spray, diffuser, wax melt, and candle. Actually has a whole collection of products. You just don't see all of them up there yet. All right, moving on. Aries, it looks like this is a beautiful, beautiful week for you, though. Although it could have been a pain in the ass. You were reminded by Spirit through some type of situation that you have all of the tools in your arsenal to manifest what you want. You had to rely on these tools. at different times this week, reminding you that maybe you were a little stronger than you thought. Although in your heart, it did not feel like it was that fun, Aries, because there was a judgment moment that came. But you have to understand that these judgment moments come when you are supposed to see something that you're not seeing. It gives you an opportunity to be reborn. It gives you an opportunity to have your absolution, to be in an energy of just almost like a second chance. It's not comfortable, though. It's not always comfortable because you get this overwhelming energy of you're not doing something right, or you should be doing something else, and it doesn't feel like you're in alignment. It looks like you guys had to really deal with a challenging situation this week where you had to show up for yourself and really fight someone that you did not want to fight, or you didn't really think that you could win, so you didn't want to fight. Either way, by you using and tapping into that magician energy and that judgment, it landed you in a brand new Ace of Wands, which is something that you love because this is your element as a fire sign. So whenever you have a brand new passionate beginning in something that you're passionate about, you are a very happy camper. So congratulations on that. Let's take a look at the past and the present and do our comparison there. In the past, we were looking at the moon. So this is a situation, again, that you have went up and down about. This is a situation that in the daytime, you are operating one way. At night, your true feelings come out. You're not in alignment, okay? Pisces energy here. Pisces major arcana, but the ruler of the moon rules Cancer. So you could be in contact Aries with either one of those or have them in your chart, okay? When you're in a moon energy, you are not in alignment at all because 1 minute you're this, 1 minute you that, or it just happens where you wear a brave face and then at night you suffer the consequences. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands is the hothead of the deck. That definitely reminds me of you from an energy perspective, Aries. So you had to pay the price for moving forward in something, and you're very passionate about it, but I want you to take the time to think about it as well, because when you move forward and you don't give it much thought, you end up screwing yourself up even more, and it's not worth it, okay, Aries? Major arcana heavy this week, the Magician, Judgment, and the Moon. A lot of changes for you, okay? A lot of changes. If you are interested in the transits this month and how they affected you, the link will be below for your October. It is a quick snippet of what you're going through or what you could be experiencing in the month of October by the most important astrological transits, okay? So that's that. Let's get into marvelous truth here. So we do have the Devil. This is why I said be careful. Something in this Knight of Wands energy is not good because it is something that you may feel you're enslaved to. So you slayed the dragon, but it's like you go right back to the dragon's lair, which is a contradiction of the moon. So on one hand, you want to eliminate something. On the other hand, you keep going back to it. This is what you're dealing with. Bondage, enslavement, fear, feeling trapped, materialism, temptation, and unhealthy relationships. So that's what you're dealing with. That's why I said be careful in that Knight of Wands. We also have peace, but the peace did fall in reverse. So you don't have any peace because you keep going back to the same devil that caused you destruction. And that's not great. And then we do have gratitude. So there's something that you're failing to see here. And this is what I'm saying, because the devil will blind you, as well as this Knight of Wands being so caught up in what you want that you fail to see what you got. Sometimes we focus so much on what we don't have, we fail to see and appreciate and use what we do have. And so if you move into an energy where this devil and this moon and the Judgment and the Magician, you're focused on what you want, which is more, and not focusing on what you have. If I go one more down, this is something to do with your friends partying too much. in excess of something else. Maybe this is multiple lovers. Whatever this is going to come crashing down if you do not heed the word of judgment, okay? Let's go ahead and clear the deck to review what remains. Remember, you don't have peace, and that's sticking out to me, and gratitude. So I'm going to leave that there. And really, these are the only two cards that are taken away, which means that you have a lot to focus on. And if you do not if you're not gracious, you're going to continue to be upside down in your peace as you fight that devil. And regardless of whether this is them to you or you to them, I feel that you're upside down in your peace. And that means that you're going to constantly go through the same judgment lesson over and over again until you listen to what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? And this really feels like there is a need for more. I need this, I need this, I need that. And when you have that mentality, you fail to see what's right in front of you. And when you fail to see what's in front of you, what is the consequence of being blind? You lose it, okay? So we're going to end it there. Very, very much a major arcana week. We're going to be taking a look at Venus and Virgo for you a little bit more in depth in next week's reading, or I may just do a whole video for it, because what's interesting is not only is it a longer transit, yes, it is. It is a longer transit. It's a 4-month transit. Venus was in Leo for 4 months. I'm sorry. So Venus will be when Venus moves on October the 8th, which ends this week, and moves into Virgo, it will be there for 4 weeks. So I'm sorry. So there's been a repeating of these numbers. So we had a long Venus and Leo transit from June until all the way until October the 8th. That's a long time. So this is sort of a big deal, and you will feel a shift because we've been riding this wave of Venus and Leo, and it's affected your 5th house, Aries. So you've been having a ball. You've been having a ball with this, and I did do a Venus and Leo love inspired reading. I didn't do a last one for you guys. My intention was to do that, and time got away from me. But there are 3 months of love inspired read because it was in the summer. But for you, you're dealing with the fact that you've been able to just get it in and do whatever you want to do this entire summer because it was your 5th house, who you wanted, when you wanted, how you wanted. But now that it's moving into your 6th house and it's changing signs, it may be affecting you for real. And maybe instead of chasing 5th house stuff, you should focus on what's in front of you. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Always a pleasure. I will see you guys next week when we do it again. Thank you. And hopefully this resonated. Drop it like it's hot in the comments and let me know. Bye, guys.